Hey guys, it's Beth Z, your nerdy best friend, and every week on my newsletter I bring you all kinds of information that I have gathered. But guess what? This week I have interviewed a bunch of you guys to find out your favorite apps. So there are several segments here. I hope you watch the whole thing. There's some great information. And until I see you next time, nerd on.
I'm Molly, and this is Winston, one of 4 Nerd HQ cats. And our favorite app is Canva. We use Canva every day to make cool little visual aids for social media, email marketing, everything you could need. Check it out, canva.com.
Yay, thank you, Molly. Bye, Winston. We are here with Sandy, and Sandy has kind of an interesting profession and an interesting favorite tool, and how she marries them together and how she uses it is very interesting. So, Sandy, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, sure. Thanks, Beth. I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I work for Shrampka Funeral Home here. And you wouldn't think that graphic design would be a part of the funeral industry, but making people feel really welcome and being very professional is a big part of what we do. So anytime anyone walks in the funeral home, they see our marquee, which is essentially a big flat screen TV. And we have slides that welcome them, introduce them to the funeral home, and talk about upcoming events and just little things. And for any time we have a service, of course, we have some nice slides up with a picture of the deceased. And, if there was a poem or a prayer their family liked, we put that up there. And being able to use Canva lets me very easily and with very little time, lets me put together really polished graphics for that. So when people walk in, they get a really great first impression of the funeral home, and they're really set at ease, which is such a big thing in our industry. And my role here is actually office manager, so I do a lot here. So I need something that's very user-friendly and very fast so I can move on to the other parts of my job. So it's the perfect tool. And they also have really great tutorials online. It's like 30 different lessons, and walking through that really just took everything to the next level for me. It's been great.
So let me ask you, Canva has a free version. You can buy stock photos, and then you can pay for the Canva at work. What kind of investment have you made into Canva? Do you use the free?
Just the free. I'm very conscious of only using images that we are licensed to use. So either things we shot ourselves, pictures of from families, but otherwise doing Google searches and looking for royalty-free images. And it's worked pretty great.
Perfect. Well, thank you for this insight, and thank you for the kind of unusual spin on how you can use what's a fun tool to really provide comfort to people in your industry. So thanks very much.
Sure.
Go.
Hi, this is Yiftach Levy, and I've got a couple of tips for you on powering up your Excel use. I discovered a guy named Francis Hayes, who goes by the name of the Excel Addict and sends out a weekly email tip with really great pointers about diving deeper into the capabilities of Excel, which is an amazingly robust program. So I encourage you to sign up for the email newsletter, The Excel Addict from Francis Hayes. And then through him, I actually discovered Minda Tracy, who's an Australian Excel goddess, who introduced me to the concept of Excel dashboards, which are a phenomenal, dynamic, sheet creating, data manipulating, analysis heavy tool that will wow your colleagues and bosses and make you into an Excel guru yourself.
Thank you very much for your tip. We're going to add this to the list. All right, here we have Mandy, and Mandy is a fitness buff. She told me about several different health apps she likes, but she's got one she likes in particular. So Mandy, who are you, and tell me what you use?
I work with the Wisconsin Real Estate Alumni Association, and I'm a program and communications coordinator for them. But I really enjoy an app that I use almost every day is Yoga Studio by Gaiam. And if it's not free, it's just a couple dollars. And it's really nice for anybody that wants to learn how to do yoga or is any level of yoga, because they have, you can customize a routine for yourself, or you can use one of theirs that's, you pick out 15 minutes of stretching, and it'll walk you through on a video of how to do 15 minutes of yoga stretching. And it's really cool and very customizable to whoever would want to use it.
Well, thank you. That's perfect. Thanks for sharing. Hi, I'm here today with Kit Keller, and Kit is an avid walker and a cyclist, it sounds like, and she's got an app and a comparison that's really interesting for the health of things. So, Kit, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Kit Keller, and I am currently working as the policy director at the Association of Pedestrian and Bicycle Professionals. And our members are engineers and planners and other professionals who work to make communities more walkable and bike friendly. And for those of us who have desk jobs, it's really hard to be physically active during the day, especially if we work from a home office, which I do. So I have so appreciated the Samsung Health app, which offers the opportunity to track your steps. You can set goals for your daily physical activity, for the number of steps that you want to walk. And it also helps you track different types of physical activity, like yoga, like bicycling, like walking, even skiing. If you have GPS on, it'll show you where you've been skiing, either downhill or cross country. It's a blast. And there's also a health coach aspect of it too.
So you mentioned that you, because of Samsung's little problems lately, you had to switch to iPhone very recently. Tell us about the differences and why you like the Samsung better.
Well, the Samsung seems more straightforward in that all of the different uses are contained within the app itself. So the tracking of yoga, the tracking of different types of physical activities, whether it's calisthenics or anything else that you're doing, running, it's all right there in the app. Whereas it appeared, and I've just gotten an iPhone, so I may be speaking without complete knowledge here, but the activity tracker doesn't appear to be as seamless as the Samsung Health app. So I'm looking forward to seeing how I can integrate the two experiences more effectively so that I can keep up my physical activity and be able to
Well, thanks for being an inspiration for people like me, and I very much appreciate your time and you sharing your insights.
You're welcome, Beth.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Fran Rickenbach. I'm president of Management Excellence Incorporated. We're an association management company located in Dayton, Ohio. I've been following Beth since I saw her at AFAE in Dallas several years ago. And one of the things that she introduced me to is Zoom, which is what we're on right now. And we now use it for all of our clients, even some of our clients that are less technologically apt are able to figure it out. We have a couple of clients that have members not only in the United States, but in Europe, and it's really helpful. So here are the things we like about Zoom. Number one, it's very easy to use. Second of all, it's incredibly inexpensive. I've saved one of my clients about $1,500 from their last telephone bridge company that they were using. And I like the accountability. They have, the advantage is that you can see if people are looking at you. So that's a lovely thing. And I find that people tend to lose focus less with it. So also, there's a whole host of travel apps that I've gotten from Beth. TripIt, as I'm a pro user, and HipMonk is really helpful for me to figure out where I want to delve in further. And I got a really good deal, and they pointed me to good deals. There was one time I was going to Barcelona, and I ended up going to Delta and buying a package, and I never would have thought of that if it hadn't been suggested by HipMonk. So those are a couple of the things. I like being able to scan a fax or a piece of paper when I'm on the road and be able to open up Word and edit it and save it. That's a huge time saving. So those are just a few of the app suggestions that I've gotten from Beth. I always save her Friday email and take the opportunity of looking through it and at least going to the App Store to decide if I really want to get it. So that's great. Thank you. Ah, look at that.
Thank you, Fran. Hold on just a second. So here we are with Chrissy Rose, and Chrissy was just telling me about one of her favorite tools, and it is LastPass. So Chrissy, tell me where you're from, and then talk about LastPass.
I am from Concord, Ohio, and I use LastPass. I use it for all my password settings. It just is all piled into one app. I can use my thumbprint or a password, and then everything is there in one swoop for when I need my password for my bank or my Target or whatever. It's all just right there, which helps me tremendously because I lose papers and I never have everything with me. So it's just a great app. I love it.
And which organization are you with?
I am with Elgar, the Lake and Geauga Association of Realtors.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, and where?
Lake and Geauga County in Ohio.
Well, there you go. Well, thanks for joining us today, and take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.